Okay, let's continue. Set banquet was far more splendid than any other banquet in Egyptian history. You have never seen so splendid banquet. The best food and drinks covered the table. Sweet honey cakes, savory quail stew, roasted gazelle. Is that gazelle? Gazelle? Is that pois chichi? Gazelle? Roasted gazelle? Gazelle. Oh, it's a kind of an animal, African animal. Roasted gazelle, a little bit like deer, and other fine food filled the hall with exquisite smells. Dancers swayed to music. Set even brought a collection of animals from faraway lands. Yeah. Beautiful animals, food, dancers. Yeah, the Oriental banquet with food, music, and exotic animals, everything. Osiris was delighted. You have outdone yourself, Set, he said. This is a magnificent homecoming. Thank you, brother, for your kindness. Set smiled. There is one more surprise. Is that so? Asked Osiris. Enlighten us, please. Set waved to the guards. Bring it in, he commanded. 10 guards carried the chest in, to the delight of all in the room. Everyone was delighted and surprised. It's so marvelous, Osiris said. Set hushed the guests. The man who can fit just perfectly into the chest can keep it, he said. Anyone who can fit in can keep it. At once, immediately, the people lined up. Each of them climbed into the chest. Some were too large, some were too small. Soon, only Osiris was left. Oh, I can already feel it. Oh, this is midnight. The pumpkin carriage is about to go, and the crystal shoes of Cendrillon. Anyway, yeah, I already start to guessing it. Brother, will you try it? Asked Seth. Isis saw the look in Seth's eye and tried to warn Osiris. But it was too late. As soon as Osiris climbed into the chest, the lid slammed shut. Osiris was trapped inside. This exactly remind me of this. I think I still have one, the box that you can so easily close it, but you cannot open if you do not know the trick. And if you know the trick, immediately you can open it. Oh my gosh, I think that piece of a little box is from this story. Isis screamed in terror. Set! Undo this evil, let him know, let him out. Never, Isis, he said. It is a magical chest. It will never open. By morning it will be gone, and you will never find it. Set placed a spell on Isis. She fell into a deep sleep. He stepped up onto the throne and took Osiris' flail and the crook. Does anyone oppose me? He asked. After seeing Set's evil ways, no one, not anyone, not any single person dared to speak. So after seeing Set, his evil way of doing things, nobody, not anybody, not a single person in the whole wide world that dared to speak. Silence. Then Set ordered the guards to throw the chest into the Nile, where crocodiles carried it far downstream. Is there crocodile in Niles? In the morning, Isis woke early. She turned herself into a bird and flew away from the palace. She searched and searched, but she could not find the chest that held her husband. So Isis changed into a bird. Oh, look at this painting, so beautiful. Like an eagle. Isis, eagle. Changed into the bird, and then she searched her husband but could not find the chest. Many years passed, but Isis did not give up. She traveled, sometimes as a bird and sometimes as a woman, further and further along the River Nile. The River Niles. One day, River Nile. One day, along the banks of the Nile, Isis saw a tall tree growing. She shivered and said, Osiris is here, a tall tree. By the root of the great tree, she found the chest containing Osiris' body. Using magic, Isis flew the chest home, but she did not go to the palace. Instead, she hid the chest in the reeds. She did not go back to the palace, and she did not show the chest. Oh, I got it. Yeah. And she did not go to get revenge with Set and show Set, oh, see, Set, I got the chest. She didn't do that. She hid it in the reeds, the papyrus reeds. I must keep it out of Set's hand, she said. When Isis knew the chest was safe, she opened it with magic. Then she breathed life into Osiris and changed back into a woman. So Isis she changed into a bird, and then the bird breathed, made a magic blow to Osiris. Yeah. And then Isis changed back into a woman. Osiris woke and took his wife's hand. I cannot stay in this world for long, he said, but do not weep. I am alive, but this is not for long. But you do not weep, you do not cry, you do not worry. When you wake, you will have my son growing inside you. His name will be Horus. He will avenge my death and rule Egypt in my place. I am dead, but my seed is in you, is inside you. Isis lay down, closed her eyes, and fell asleep peacefully next to her husband. When she woke, Osiris was no longer breathing, just a very short, brief time. Isis placed her hand on her belly, and she knew what Osiris had said was true. She put her hand on her belly. She felt the movement. That afternoon, Isis locked the lid with magic and covered up the chest in the reeds. She needed to talk to the great god Thoth about giving Osiris a proper burial. While she was away, Set went out hunting. He was chasing an antelope when he came to a large pile of reeds. What is this? He wondered as he brushed aside the weeds. The chest. Set quickly looked around. Isis was nowhere to be seen. He motioned to his soldiers, "Come quickly." He showed to his soldier. He just made a movement and let his soldiers come. "Come quickly," he said. "I wish for you to witness my strength." The soldiers watched as Set used magic to open the chest. Osiris' body rose out of the chest and split apart into many pieces. The pieces were magically whisked away in different directions. So the body inside Osiris' body rose up and dismantled and split apart. Set collapsed in exhaustion. "Go find Isis and tell her what I have done," he said. When Isis learned what Set had done, she cried in sorrow. "Evil Set, how could you be so cruel? This is not over. I will search all the land until I find every piece of my husband." Isis convinced her sister Nephthys to travel with her on her request. Although Nephthys was Set's wife, she willingly helped Isis because she knew Set has an evil heart. In time, Isis gave birth to Horus. That day, she stared lovingly at her baby and said, "One day, my child, you will grow strong and avenge your father." Isis, Horus, Isis, the wife, and the child. Isis, Horus, and Nephthys, the sister, traveled for many years searching for Osiris' parts. Eventually, they found them all, every single piece, all of them. Very carefully, Isis and Thoth used magic to piece together Osiris' body. When they embalmed and mummified him, they filled his tomb with things he would need in the afterlife. Yeah. People put things so that they can live a good life in the afterlife. The clay pot, the food, the jewelry, the weapon, the money, the bed, the place, and sometimes even the servants, jewelry, food, clothes, a chariot, a linen, gold ring, and a golden crook and frill. The syllable of power. Now he has had a proper burial, said Isis. I will rule with him again in the afterlife, where we will become king and queen of the dead. Isis turned and looked at her handsome grown son, Horus. He was tall and strong and wise, and he knew the story of his father's murder very well. He knew what he had to do, the young man. Almost immediately after his father's burial, Horus challenged Seth's claim to the throne. He fought. They, Seth and Horus challenged, and he fought with Seth for 80 years. 80 years. One of their greatest battles took place in the Nile River, where Seth challenged Horus to a contest. Horus, he said, let's turn ourselves into hippopotamus, hippos. The first hippo to surface shall surrender the throne. You should be underwater, we should be underwater, and the one who first came out of water will surrender the throne. The two men magically turned themselves into hippos. They thrashed underwater. Great waves splashed onto shore, but people watching the battle could not see who was winning. After more than a week, the battle was even. Both hippos eventually surfaced at the exact same time. Neither of them was the winner of Seth's contest. Oh, they came out exactly the same time. So no one is winning, no one is losing. Eventually, the older gods of Egypt grew weary of Seth and Horus' battle over the throne. We must meet and decide their fate, said Geb, god of the earth. Some of the gods favored Seth, some gods favored Horus. But in the end, Horus won the throne. Horus shall rule because he was the firstborn son of Osiris, commanded Geb. Horus finally took the flail and crook and sat on his father's throne, where he ruled Egypt with kindness and strength. And as for Seth, Horus banished him to the desert, where he wandered forever. Forever and ever. The ending is a little bit weak, right? They came out of water at the same time. It should be one winning and win the game. Maybe that's the Egyptian philosophy. Maybe that is the Egyptian way. They are more mild people. Anyway, isn't it interesting? Bye-bye, friends. I love you. I really do. Do. Go, bye. Bye.